Hi, this is Lou Agave of Long Island Lou Tequila on Facebook, Instagram, and the web. Thanks for looking at my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Today, you can't take it with you. Look at this, guys. This is Arette, unique. You remember these? I know you've seen them around, these little 375 mils. This stuff is really hard to find. It's gone now. This one actually says on the Mexican tax stamp, it has the year 2000 in there. So this one is 2010, I do believe. And these guys have really been treasures of mine. I've been looking at them for a long time. They're nice bottles. They're both 40 proof, even though they're from Mexico. I was speaking with Eduardo Arendine Jr., whose dad, Eduardo, and his uncle, Jaime, own Arette. And the brand's named after a Mexican horse which won the Olympics gold medal for Mexico back in the day. They work out of El Anejo Distillery, NOM 1109 in the Valley. Eduardo Jr. was telling me that these are only sold in California. I should say they were only sold in California. So they were very hard to find. And I was lucky to score these over here and drag them back to the East Coast. So we have what I understand to be a very rare Anejo. I mean, on TMM, you see reviews for the Blanco and the XA. You don't really see much for this either. This guy wasn't even sold at Z. On Z's site, you could still see the old pricing. Okay, so I'm going to open the Blanco right here for you for the first time. I've never had this. This one I had a sip, as you could see, a while back. Too long to remember whatever it tasted like, okay? So we have the Arette Unique line. Now, they make 3 lines of tequila. Let me explain, okay? You got the Arette Classic, which the Blanco's a killer for, like, I think it's $19.99 for a liter. It's insane. It's the world's best sipper, I call it, for under $20. That line is really good. What they do is they don't cut the heads and tails much. They leave it nice and, gritty with all the flavors are in there. And that's what I like about the classic line. Then you have the Suave Artisanal. The Suave Artisanal, they smoothed it out by, taking more heads and tails away, Eduardo was explaining to me. Leaving it more sweeter and easier and smoother to drink and silkier. So that's the Artisanal. Then this guy, the Unique, this was really small batch. They really didn't sell these, They cranked out a few. They went to California, and that was it. And people were grabbing them back in the day. I know you old timers know what I'm talking about here. So, this is, again, all 40%, and they were always hard to find. They really were. So what Eduardo told me about, well, first they're all used in used American white oak bourbon barrels, and they're from Woodford barrels, okay? Those are the ones his father and his uncle picked out a while back that they really wanted to use. So, he was telling me that, being that they're brothers, they do everything together. They get involved in the master distillation and everything else, So anyway, this guy, besides using those barrels, he said it was produced like the other line, the second line, the artisanal. So that tells me this might have been fermented in those cement tanks you hear about at Arette. And they're porous, and it makes the fermentation go a lot slower. So he was telling me that the yeast works a lot slower, and it comes out with a whole different profile. So that's how I believe they did this. Now, what he was telling me about the Unique, why is it named Unique? Simply because the agaves were extremely ripe. He was telling me crazy stories about how many years and years it was grown. I mean, 7, 8, 9, it was insane. They're really, really ripe agaves, all right? So he figured, they call it's unique, all right? Otherwise, it's made like the artisanal line is made, all right? We're going to give these guys a shot. We're going to open them up, all right? So let's start with the Blanco, which, again, I've never had before. See if we can get this open. Because, guys, look, this was upstairs on my showcase for a long time. It's a cute little, skinny little bottle. They only came in this size, to my knowledge. Never saw one any other size. And, I said, look, you can't take it with you, right? So here we go. Let's moisten the cork a little. Looks like a real cork, and it is. And we'll see what we can get over here. Of course, this is long gone. They don't even dream about making this anymore. Oh, it's going to come out. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Milder than I thought. I thought I'd get blasted with some agave, but agave punch, but not yet. We'll use this glass. We'll use the Jarrito from Chisholm Trail. My friend Tomas is selling these, and he's picking that up off of his dad Romeo, who was a great guy. So we're gonna go with this. So we're doing the Arette Unique. I'm getting pepper, getting spice, getting some citrus. It's nice. It's herbal too. It's got an earthy herbal taste. I'd say it's very earthy. Like it's grassy and it's earthy. It does have herbal properties and vegetal too, you might say. Yeah, it's nice. It has like a sharp agave. It's a little different. It's not that overly sweet. It's a sharp agave, like a grassy pinch of sweetness. You know, it's hard to explain, but definitely vegetal. Sort of like a buttery thing. Oh, you know what that might be? Yeah, light cinnamon. I'm getting cinnamon, and like I said, pepper. So, guys, wow, a little heat going out at the end. This is an example, in my opinion, where the taste is even better than the nose. The nose was kind of faint. It was there, but now the taste, that sweetness pops in your mouth as soon as you get it. But it's clean. It's a nice clean, because you could tell going out, there's none of that aftertaste. It's nice and clean. Anise pops in. Pepper is more prevalent. The buttery vegetal notes are still there. Herbal. I think a little cinnamon. So this is nice. I think this is real nice. One more shot and I'm going to give you my TMM rating. Again, the nose, very nice. Very nice, but subtle. The taste of sweetness and wow, it's nice. It's agave, the anise and everything is popping. You know what? I'm going to go with a 90. You know what? Never thought I would say that. The Arette Unique Blanco. I'm going to go with a 90. Really, I am. So let's put this baby away for a second. All right, we're going to take a sip of water. Try to clean out just a little bit. And here we go. So here we have the Anejo, which, again, when I look at reviews from people, I noticed that there was very few reviews on the Anejo. There was more on the XA, which people love, but very few. I couldn't find much information at all on this guy, all right? You see a lot about the Reposado. A lot of people reviewed the Reposado, but not many on the Anejo. Okay, cork came off on that. Top. Ah, nice. Oh, wow. Yeah, the Anejo. Cinnamon, sharpness, definitely spice and pepper. Honey, some butter. Wow. Besides the sweet agave, you get the caramel and the vanilla, but it's not popping and killing you. It's balanced. Getting like a little kind of fruit thing going on. Really swish it around. Some kind of fruit. A light oak. Definitely light oak. This is really nice. Wow, this is really good. So I like this a lot. All right, I do. I like this a lot. So this is the Arette Unique. And something like this. Wow, as an Anejo, this is nice. Yeah, I'm thinking like an 86. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's been really good turning you on to this line. Arette. It's a nice brand. And with that, I'll tell you that this is Lou Agave of Long Island Lou Tequila on Facebook, Instagram, the web, all over the place. Come and like my stuff. You can't take it with you. When you see this stuff, Drink 'em!